Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be going over the buddy event because I think this is kind of a big deal. Having a specific Pokemon at a best buddy stage is going to be helping you out in quite a few different situations. Sometimes it is very minuscule and not necessary, but a lot of times it is going to be helping you win a PvP match or just doing enough damage to take out that raid boss. So this is going to be going down April 21st at 8 a.m. until Monday, April 27th at 10 a.m. your local time. So you're going to have Voltbeat and Alumize, apparently I was saying it wrong, so that's how you say it, spawning worldwide, and potentially they could be shiny for you as well. So if you're interested in that, there you go. And then you're also going to have Woobat spawning in the wild as well as in field research tasks. So if you're looking to get one of those, well, now's the time to go ahead and do that. You're also going to have the following Pokemon spawning in the wild: Alolan Meowth, Chansey, Eevee, Feebas, Lillipup, and Joltik. The following Pokemon from 5 Kilometer Eggs: Alolan Meowth, Eevee, Feebas, Lillipup, and Joltik. And then you can also have some of those appearing in field research tasks as well as Stardust tasks for you to stack up that Stardust. Although coming this Abra Community Day, we're going to be getting all the Stardust we need with that 3x catch Stardust with a 3-hour period. Crazy. So the best part of the Best Buddy event is going to be enabling you to get to Best Buddy even faster than usual. And what is the benefit that everybody's looking for at the end? Obviously getting the ribbon, but doing more damage and getting that CP boost. Now there are going to be Pokemon for the Great League, for the Ultra League, and for the Master League that are going to be very specific. We're going to be going over my collection here, and then we're going to be discussing which Pokemon you possibly may want to start working on for this event. They go on to say that your buddy Pokemon will be bringing you more items and souvenirs more frequently, so we could potentially even see a new kind of item that they're going to be bringing us during this event and permanently staying afterwards. The distance to earn buddy candy and hearts with your buddy Pokemon will be halved. So typically right now, it is going to take you 6 kilometers to get all of those hearts for walking it. But during this event, it is only going to take you 3, which is going to be very nice to get those extra buddy points going on there. It'll be easier for your buddy Pokemon to get excited. So right now, it is going to take 32 points with all the interactions to get them excited. But during this event, while it's halved, is only going to be 16. That's going to be pretty nice. And then feed your buddy Pokemon berries and Poffins, and they will stay on the map with you longer. That's also going to help you out in potentially getting the distance without having to use a bunch of Poffins, and then earn twice as much XP for evolving Pokemon. Very nice. Can't wait for this event. It's going to be pretty fun. And then take a look at some data mine information by Pokeminers here. They did find some more stuff regarding the remote raid passes. So looks like people that are going to be remote raiding are going to be doing good damage. So just keep that in mind. After all of this stuff blows over and we lose all of the nice perks that we do have going on because people really can't move around too much, it may revert back to the people doing the remote raids are not going to be doing that much damage. So just, think about that. But when they do release it, it is going to be fun nonetheless, and I can't wait for that. It also looks like in the shop there's going to be bundles of 3 and 5. That is subject to change. All of this is subject to change. I just wanted to let you guys know in advance so you can possibly prepare and have a little bit of knowledge as to what's going to be happening here. So still a bit of mystery revolving around the whole remote raid pass. We know how it is going to work somewhat, but remember, they did say there was going to be a way and a form to communicate with other trainers within Pokemon Go, and that right there has not been talked about. I'm pretty excited to see that. Anyways, moving on to the Pokemon that I do have at Best Buddy here. So if you didn't know, you can type in Buddy 5 and it'll bring up all your best buddies, or you can type in Buddy 4, 3, 2, or 1, depending on the level. So Mewtwo, oh, let's go. Absolute must. If you want to talk about something that's going to be useful for both raiding as well as going into PvP for the Master League, Mewtwo with Sight Strike is going to be great. Not only that, but we're going to be able to have the Elite TM soon, so you may potentially be able to have Sight Strike and Shadow Ball. I also have Garchomp here. You guys know I'm in love with this thing for PvP, and it also works fantastic going up against electric type Pokemon when you are raiding or anything weak to ground. And then you have Melmetal, and I want to put an example over here just so you have an understanding. Now this Melmetal is personally equipped right now in the Go Battle League, so it is able to survive. Look at this, holding on by a thread here. Now if it didn't have the Best Buddy boost at this 98%, then obviously I would have been fainted out here. So it does make a difference in a lot of situations. Sometimes, the boost is very, very minuscule, just one level up. and it's not really making much of a difference at all for any sort of circumstance, but sometimes it just might help you out in PvP. As far as going up against raids, you'll be doing that much more damage, and just think about everything right now that's at the top. All the good Pokemon that you typically would want to use for raiding, just go ahead and go with those. You're just going to be making them better. The IVs you want to go for the ones that you're going to be using in raids that are completely maxed out or in the Master League, you want the best IVs possible. As far as Great and Ultra League are concerned, some Pokemon are going to require you to have a specific IV set so you can hit the perfect threshold of, say, 2499 or 1500 CP. So make sure you are looking at that, going to a specific site and kind of putting in your IVs to see where it does land, or maybe you have some sort of app to help you out in predicting that, because if they do hit level 41 and they go over that threshold for that specific PvP, say Great or Ultra, yeah, that's going to be quite a big waste. Anyways, taking a look at some Pokemon that I do have completely buddied up here, Lucario is another fantastic option. It is going to be the best fighting type Pokemon there is, and when you get it to Best Buddy, it's just going to be doing that much more damage. You want that close combat and Aura Sphere, of course, and you want to go with the best IV possible. I did go with that one, unfortunately, because it was my first one, and I got a little impatient when all of the buddy things started happening. I just started, powering them up, especially this. Look at this horrific CP here. Absolutely horrible. But the thing is, Drapion has such a massive move pool that I guess I just made a couple of them, and whenever I want a specific move pool, then I just go to that one. Anyways, for the Ultra League here, we do have a Scrafty with not the best IVs, but this is going to be another option for you. We've seen the performance of it in the Ultra League. It does work really well. As far as the Great League, it's okay. It does okay, right? In an open meta, though, it has a few things to worry about and it can get walled, but I do enjoy it. And now we're just getting into a few wacky things that I took to Best Buddy, including this Altaria for Ultra League, which I've never used because, one, I got it to Best Buddy and look at the IVs. It's not great at all, but I just thought it'd be a fun thing to do. Now, probably my best investment in a Best Buddy is going to be this Mawile here. So when I do equip it, it is going to be at $14.99, so perfectly under there, and it does have ideal PvP IVs, which it's just, the thing has won so many battles for me. I guess I could say, well, Melmetal has been equally as good for me in the Master League, but I'll choose this Shadow one over that. But that's another fun one that I did use. Now, another one for the Great League is going to be Sableye here. Another not so great IV set, but it is shiny, so I decided to just go with it. Some of these have the most hilarious placement for the ribbon there, including the Slowpoke. Yes, I got a Slowpoke to Best Buddy. That is completely maxed out with a secondary move. I did that. All right, so yeah, you may want to just test some things out, but for the most part, if you're going to be investing all this time, you may want to go with the best kind of Pokemon that you can. Now, for the Ultra League here, if you did have a 100% Toxicroak, this will be going over the threshold for the Ultra League if you did get it to Best Buddy, but I have the perfect IV spread for it to land at $24.99, so there's kind of different combos that you can do here. Another one that I'm working on is going to be the Conkeldurr, because it's going to be great up against raids, and also fantastic in the Master League, as we've seen in the preseason as well as the beginning of Season 1. Togekiss, another one that you potentially want to work on, because we already know the performance in Master League is great. That one's a 100. I don't know why I don't have it at Best Buddy now. So looking at the Best Buddy 3 here, we do have a few Pokemon we've been working on, which we haven't really... I've been slacking, guys. You know, I was all about it when it first came out, but now I'm not really doing too much with my Best Buddies. I'm working on some here and there, but not like before. I was putting a lot of money into it regarding the Poffins, but there was no real rush, and I realized that. But I wanted to just showcase you guys doing a little bit more damage. Tyranitar is going to be good, as well as Rayquaza too. If I know a lot of people out there can't invest too much in Pokemon, they've had their Tyranitars, they work great in all kinds of situations, so that's another good option. Snorlax here, potentially, if you're into Master League PvP, because if you're thinking, I'm going to get him to Best Buddy and drop him in a gym, well, you can't. I mean, you can do that, it'll have the ribbon, but it's not going to get the boost because it has to be equipped, and if it's equipped, you can't drop it in a gym. Another one here that I'm going to be working on is going to be this Clefable. For the Ultra League here, really good pick, and it's just going to make it that much better. Metagross 100% IV for Master as well as Rating is going to be another option you definitely want to go for. I have several hundreds here that I need to start working on, including like 3 or so. I'm going to be trying to go for this Skarmory here for the Ultra League. We've seen the performance. It works, right? So pretty excited to bring it up a little bit more and finally get best buddies with it to see that. And then I was working on a Persian. Now, getting serious here, Dialga is going to be something you probably want to take advantage of and get to best buddy during this event, as you've seen how it just roams around like crazy in the Master League, as well as good for rating. Kyogre is going to be, I'm going to say, the best water type. You have Kingler doing a little bit more damage, but it's so glassy. I mean, give me a break. So Kyogre is pretty good. Dragonite, another solid option for rating as well as Master League too. You're going to have other Pokemon, Dragon type specifically, doing more Dragon damage, but Dragonite's still going to be good. If you have 100 and you like that there, Rhyperior is going to be another good option. I'm working on this one here. Good for Master League as well as good for rating. All right, Rock Wrecker, or if you want to use it as a pure ground type, if you did make one before Community Day. Darkrai is going to be a fantastic ghost type as well as dark type attacker. So you may want to go with that. Glass Cannon, but doing a lot of damage. We already talked about the Metagross. Now, Giratina Origin Form here. This is going to be something you probably want to get to Best Buddy. This is one of those serious Pokemon for sure that I should have had a while ago at Best Buddy, but I simply have been slacking. And then we have Moltres here, another good option if you do have, say, a Sky Attack, or if you're using it as a pure Fire type attacker for the raids. Rampardos, the best Rock type attacker, and if you have a 100 or a good IV, this may be another Pokemon you want to invest in. And then you also have, I do believe, the best ground type attacker currently, which is going to be Excadrill. Another great option. Mew, yeah, you know, if you're into that, it's going to be okay depending on the moveset. I'm working on an Armor Mewtwo here. I wouldn't recommend that. Now, this is it, folks. Roserade, the best poison and grass type attacker. 100% IV. You definitely, I wouldn't say go for it, but if you're into raids, you're trying to get the best of the best, you have 100 one of these or a good IV, work on your Roserade. Swampert, good for raids and also good for Master League. You can, I mean, you can get it to Best Buddy in the Ultra League, but it's pointless. So don't waste your time doing those kind of things if you're thinking that. If their CP exceeds the Ultra or Great League, don't waste your time. All right, but for Master League, and then I'm working on, you know, plethora of other Pokemon here. The best bug type, Sceptile. I walked this one. I wasn't necessarily trying to work on it, as well as this one here. Some of these things I just give them a berry, throw them out there so I can see them walk on the map, and then their friendship just builds up automatically like that. But I'm not necessarily trying to work on it. But I do have a shiny Exeggutor. Check it out. Doesn't that look good? All right, did that lucky trade. Blastoise for the Ultra League is going to be something that you may want to think about as well with Hydro Cannon, please. Okay, so that's going to be pretty fun, but if you didn't make a mistake, there's always those elite TMs. Zangoose, made this a while back, haven't really used it too much, but a potential best buddy for the Ultra League. Just walking around with the Heatran, working on the Munchlax for Ultra League. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I still want to have fun with it. Then you have Germanitan, which is also going to be a fantastic fire type attacker, so haven't really powered it up or done a video on that, so maybe in the future. Working on my 100 Beedrill and walk that Charizard, not necessarily trying, walk the Superior, not trying, and then a few other Pokemon in here that have Mega Evolutions. I'm getting them to Best Buddy. So I have a theory that when we do get Mega Evolutions, and I made a video about this too, showing all the Mega Evolutions so you can get ready yourself with your buddy Pokemon. I'll try to put a link for that in the description. So basically, when Mega Evolutions do get introduced to Pokemon Go, this is just my thoughts, but maybe, just maybe, we might have to be best buddies with them to actually even make this occur. Who knows? Just throwing that out there, just food for thought. That's why I'm working on quite a few of these Pokemon that do have Mega Evolutions, as well as silly ones here, as you can see. And then even working on my Kill Sprout there, and then some other random ones that I was walking just for candies, or potentially evolving them in the future because they're lucky or something like that. But yeah, you guys really want to take advantage of this, because getting them to Best Buddy can take some time, but with this event, you can cycle through them. You don't have to just work on one once you're done with the day, because it's going to be much easier. You'll be able to go on to the next one and the next one, and just rinse and repeat until you are satisfied. You're going to have up to 20 times to do that, so make sure you keep that in mind as well. So Lugia, I mean, that might be something cool with Aeroblast. You might be able to TM the one that you've already powered up and purchase a secondary move. Raikou, another best buddy option potentially here. Everything that's up at the top that you find good for possibly PvP, or that you have that just does the most damage for raids, right? The top meta. You also have Chandelure, another great fire and ghost type attacker as well. Going down the list here, 100% Gardevoir may be something pretty interesting for raids, and even a secret weapon in Master League, who knows? All right, and whatever else you have 100% IV ready to go for raids or Master League is going to be what you're going to be wanting to go with, as well as meta relevant. So anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching, trainers, and I'll be catching you all next time.